free start. I'm staying on the... Oh. I was going to say, I'm staying on the Snorlax team for Arena, but for Tower, let me just update this. On Tower, I'm sticking with Latias in the back. I'm very unsure on what's better out of Latias and Salamence. The last stream I did, there were no real close games with Latias, which isn't because Latias is definitely better, it's just matchup RNG. So I want to keep with Latias at least until there is a scare. A match where I can clearly identify that Salamence would have been better. How did doubles go? So factory doubles, I did eventually reach 21. It was bad. But we didn't end at 0 at least. So Kingler, I'm guessing any set, Ghost and Fires. No worries. So it can be any Gengar, right? Yeah. Always have to protect to check for Thunderbolt. So if Thunderbolt doesn't narrow it down at all, I do have to go Blissey. That's a modest crit, which also doesn't narrow it down very much at all. Most of them are going to Thunderbolt again. Psychic is slightly weaker on average, but it can be used. Betting it's free. Unless you're just thinking, when would we first find out? Set free is quite likely to skill swap at some point in the next few turns. We're probably not finding out unless we miss Growl into a Bright Powder set, or... Yeah, we're probably not finding out for a while. I don't mind being paralyzed. It's just that I don't want to get paralyzed too early, because then I'll have to switch to Latias. And Latias risks losing its Lumberry, which could maybe matter. It's unlikely to. Just a pretty late debolt. Latias will survive a crit Ice Punch from 6 or 8. So Ice Puncher, okay. It is of course completely random which one it is. I don't want to get Psychic Spadef dropped. I am very happy it's using up a lot of Ice Punches. It does mean it's a bit more likely to be 8, because 6 could obviously... Well, no. Oh, it's Shadow Ball. I was thinking about the wrong set. I've never missed it. It probably is 8. Yeah, the single Spadef drop is not too bad. I could actually go Scarm. That might be a better idea. It should be almost out. I think it's got 2 Ice Punches left. Yeah. So Shadow Ball does do a decent chunk. If it crits. But with Torment, it can't back-to-back Shadow Ball crit anymore. There's one crit. So I could miss, and I don't. It is very good that the lead Pokemon is Bright Powder. Not so worried about that anymore. Thanks, Nifx. This is unfortunately not a terribly exciting team. This is what Super Optimal Gen 3 Tower looks like. Why level 96? That's a good question. So the way Pokemon works is you do slightly more damage and you take slightly more damage if your level ends in a 5 or a 0 because of rounding on the level part of the damage calculation. So that means for offense, you want to be playing at a multiple of 5, but for defense, you want to be playing at either at a level ending in 2 or 7. We've got a bit of a weird situation in this team where we're mostly playing defense, but there are a few key breakpoints for Latias that we don't want to miss, particularly against Registeel. So I would like to be at 97, but I'm bringing it down to 96 because of the offense we need against Registeel, basically. That said, I don't think it's completely optimal. Another reason for level 96 is it just lines up better with Blissey in terms of maximizing the leftovers healing. But the thing I'm most scared of is definitely Tyranitar. Big still wins. I'm pretty sure Elaine is set for. I'm starting to learn these. I don't know the Gen 3 trainers by heart yet. Yeah, she is set for. So it's Kingdra 4. I'm gonna have to instantly whirlwind this. The double-edged recoil will kill Kingdra slowly. So this is a situation where Salamence would solve this in a better way than Latias. However, it's a Water-type trainer. Whirlwind on turn 1 is not a big concession. It's quite likely to use Dragon Dance anyway. Starmie 4 is a bit annoying. The risk is simply the fact that Psychic can spit F-drop. But I can reset that quite easily with Latias. It's better than the Salamence matchup. So no instant paralysis. It is guaranteed to go for the Psychic spam. I would like to avoid the special defense drops because I would like to not bring. I'd like to not bring Skarmory or Latias in too early. Yeah, this team is mostly counting their PP. Is Growl? Yeah, a big part of why Growl is good is just the fact that it's got so much PP. It is also pretty good against physical types. One of the biggest things that Growl does well is we growl a Pokemon down so that when it's using Struggle, the Struggle does almost no damage. That is also another big thing, because obviously like a Struggle from something like Rhydon does do a decent chunk into Latias. Hi from the UK. I am also British. I'm very happy that this is spamming out its Ice Beam so quickly. It is random what move it uses between Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talk about Poker MMO in comments. I've never played it, but so many people have mentioned it. I'm guessing it must be quite similar. There has been a rumor that Fire Red Leaf Green might be coming out on Virtual Console on the Switch. I'm really hoping that means that Emerald also comes out. Although I would hate to play this team on console. Yeah, it is using Recover. So +6 Latias is usually GG. The biggest fear is probably Quick Claw Metagross. Obviously, we don't one-shot it. And obviously, a Quick Claw Metagross critting Latias on the second turn with Quick Claw, I would be dead to that. So there's the Kingdra back out, and it's Tauros last. Tauros 4 is actually Surf. That's probably the reason why it's on the team. Expert Emma. I remember Emma. She's the one with all of the defensive Pokemon. So she's got the Reggies, she's got Milo, Dusclops, Blissey, Snorlax, Umbreon, Shuckle, Quagsire. Yeah. She has also got Dragonite. Okay. So yeah, this could be any Ludicolo set. The Ludicolo sets are extremely annoying to face in other facilities. However, we obviously can stall out the Leech Seeders quite easily. My biggest concern is going to be Ludicolo 2 getting lucky on. Let's see. Okay, so it is a double teamer. That's fine. Blissey is actually faster unless it Rain Dances and it's Swift Swim. So I'm going to go for the early sub. Okay. So it can't leech us anymore. The AI does not understand how substitute works in this game. It's going to waste all of the double team, and then all of the Leech Seed PP. And if it is set 4, it's going to Toxic as well. Okay, it is set 4. Yeah. It's a shame because they improved the Frontier so much going from Gen 3 to Gen 4, but then they scrapped it. It would have been interesting to see what they'd have cooked up on Gen 5. The Gen 3 Frontier is fun, but it's very flawed. Okay, it's out of everything. So this tactic would not work as well in Gen 4. The problem with this tactic in Gen 4 is that Struggle always deals a quarter of your HP in recoil in Gen 4. But in Gen 3, it's just straight recoil. So these, like this Ludicolo, will basically never die. I have infinite setup time against it if I want it. Lapras is a tiny bit scary. The so Lapras 7, for example, will live Dragon Claw. Actually, not. Obviously, in Subway they do have sets. Regice is a little bit scary as well. I can't remember what the thing is. We actually live a Blizzard at +6 with Substitute. The Blizzard won't break the Substitute at +6. The biggest problem in the Subway, I say this from Subway testing, the biggest pain is Volcarona. Volcarona is so scary. It's very difficult to deal with it safely. Campers are set for. What's scary about Donphan is that it can use Fissure after I torment it. Yeah, the problem with Gen 3 Tower is there are a few sets which are just strong, but you're most likely going to lose the Quick Claw, Bright Powder, Double Team Evasion, and Oko moves. So yeah, the battle subway has always been a bit underplayed. I am doing a video on the subway soon because there was a big development in the subway, which is that there's a Japanese player who claimed 10,000 wins. Played offline, unfortunately, which means that we're probably never going to fully be able to trust it. Yeah, the subway was always a bit underplayed. It feels like people came back for the Maison in Gen 6. I think people were a little bit pissed off that Subway was a step down from the Gen 4 Frontier. Ooh, the defense drop actually does matter. The double defense drop. Okay, well, in some ways it's good because it does mean it's guaranteed to not... it's not going to... Earthquake. I think I'm actually going to go Latias, though. Am I going to go Latias? I think I'm going. I will go Blissey. I will go Blissey. Just a bit worried about the fact that this could crit. Okay, good. It's going to Iron Tail. I think the best thing to do actually is to accept the chance of an Iron Tail crit on this turn with Quick Claw. Okay. Because I don't want to lose Skarm really. It's just sad. They learned a lot about Gen 3 to Gen 4. The thing they tried to really make work in Gen 3, there was so much effort put into the Pike and the Pyramid. And the Pike and Pyramid both don't really work that well. And I think they understood why, and they fixed that in Gen 4 by bringing in the Battle Castle. Oh, the double drop again. Got to be really careful that it doesn't die too quickly here, because Struggle does big damage to, let's see. What is annoying about this is the fact that an Earthquake crit would kill Blissey. I wonder if I should just go straight to Latias. Because Struggle won't break Latias' sub. It's just the fact that Domfan has a Quick Claw. I should probably attempt it. Just got to be very careful of not being in range of a crit Iron Tail, which probably does do a bit over 200 damage to Latias. Yeah, this is a Quick Claw struggle that I was a bit worried about risking. Don't have to substitute right now, I guess. +5 is actually good enough. I'm gonna make the call to try and keep some substitute PP intact. Yeah, the Iron Tail defense drops against Skarmory a bit scary there, but that wasn't Latias's fault. It would have been easier with Salamence, though. I'm guessing Caitlyn is... Oh, Caitlyn's set 2. So this is Electrode 2. Now, is Electrode a beneficiary of the glitch with weather moves? Yes, so Electrode is guaranteed to use Rain Dance before Thunder. It can use Double Team, though, because Double Team can get +3. It's soundproof, that's fine, because it means that Latias won't be getting staticked. It no longer has enough PP to kill Blissey. Just got to be a bit careful. I don't want to lose my Lum Berry to Swagger with Latias here. Yeah, I think Growl is better than T-Wave. T-Wave had serious issues with wasting PP. Okay, that was a Double Team. It's out of every other move. It is very nice that this thing does not have static. So set 2 trainer, there are a few... Okay, there's the Bright Powder. Again, I would much rather... Oh no, it's Double Team. There's a slight risk I miss almost every single Dragon Claw. It's not very likely, because I'm a bit over... Wait, did Factory end well? Factory went okay. I went back up to 21. So overall, I went from 14 to 21. Just lost a lot in the process, and then in singles, I got a streak in. Got a little cheeky set in. So yeah, Factory wasn't a disaster, but it could have gone way better because I was streaming for like 4 hours. We don't like Regice. We don't like Regice. We particularly do not like Regice free, which explodes. Yeah, I agree. Playing on cart is not fun. Right. Amnesia, that's good. So Regice 1 is not a problem. I'll have to stall it completely out with Blissey, though. Yeah, I've seen people say the same a few times. It matters because I'm thinking about what to call it in like YouTube videos and stuff. And it's like, technically it's open level. It's a lot easier to say level 100. Most people do play at level 100. But yeah, the best level for open level is usually either 97 for maximum bulk or 60 for maximum power. Because lower level Pokemon do slightly more damage to each other for boring maths reasons, basically. So yeah, I wonder what I would do. I was thinking about what to do against Regice 3. I think Regice 3, I would actually probably start Seismic Tossing quite soon. The risk is the fact that Blissey is so likely to be paralyzed, it makes it really risky to play around Explosion. Obviously, Explosion doesn't kill Blissey, nowhere near, but an Explosion crit does a lot. Yeah, Regice 1 is a very easy Pokemon to set up on. So yeah, I don't know. If anyone's ever played Little Cup, or just messed around with like the very, very start of the game a lot, it is hilarious how much damage level 5 Pokemon do to each other. One of the weirdest levels to play at is actually level 3. But there's like there's no one who ever plays that, so yeah. Do I actually want to use up my Dragon Claws? It's probably a mistake. Amnesia should only have about 5 PP left. I'm just going to sit this out. Yeah, there it is. I've probably only saved a single PP by doing this, but that might matter. I am concerned about a few things in the back. The biggest concern is definitely Registeel. That is another concern. So there are quite a lot of Quick Claw Tyrantars. Let's have a brief think. Basically, we one-shot the non-bulky ones. So, for example, we do one-shot T-Tar 9. That doesn't make it as scary. But the bulkier ones we do not one-shot. So, yeah, 4 and 7 I know are close to being Okos. There's not a lot to think about on turn 1. What's good is that the Dragon Dance set's going to Dragon Dance. I do always attack, though. Okay, we crit, so that doesn't tell us anything. That would have been a scary match with Salamence. The Tyranitar and the Regirock in the back. That would have been a scary game. Oh, it's Annabelle time, lol. So there is a tiny chance for Annabelle to go wrong. It requires Raikou to crit on turn 1. And it should almost always use Calm Mind. Or Reflect, yeah. It's much more likely to Calm Mind than Thunderbolt here. Because I know Annabelle's team, I don't actually need Lum Berry. Well, that broke the sub, really. Okay. What's good about this is that it is going to waste time on Reflect. So yeah, this is mostly safe now. It's actually completely safe because it can't back-to-back me. Yeah, if Raikou crits Skarm, it can go wrong. If Raikou crits Skarm, I actually have to Seismic Toss this and force it to burn the Lum. I might actually PP stall this instead. Quite a lot of T-Bolt crits. can't remember if it's going to rest or Calm Mind. I think it's going to rest. I think rest is only -8. I think Calm Mind is -10. It's going to rest, yeah. That's the final rest, I think. Half an hour for 7 battles. That's actually quite fast. Is this Expert Emma again? No, it's Miranda. So she is Psychic and Ghost Pokemon. And Blaziken and the Regis. And Tyranitar. And okay, it's a bit random, actually. A bit of a bias towards Psychic and Ghost, though. My biggest fear is always Latias 5 running away with the match. I have to respect Latias 5. Psychic. It actually has to be 8, because the others would Thunderbolt. Need to be a tiny bit careful of King's Rock. I don't think EQ will break the sub. No, it won't. And after that many growls, it's going to definitely use Psychic as the strongest move on the non-Torment turns. Latias 8 is a funny set. It is quite good, though. It's one of the best Pokemon in the factory, and you have the IV advantage because it's not actually slow like the others. So there's Shadow Ball. It is just Aerial Ace, then. I will respect the Shadow Ball crit, which won't one-shot Latias, but if it crits, it does do heavy damage. Being at exactly full HP is not that important. SB. So the biggest risk is SB4. Could Bright Powder and attract me? T-Tar last. Yeah. That's a quick claw. So it's 4 or 9. Listen up, I always win. Okay. Set free trainer. Bit unusual. 10 to 3 is quite likely to Mirror Coat on turn 1. Very likely, actually. The real question is whether or not it's Clear Body. I probably don't want to torment this. It will accelerate the ice beams. I'm actually going to torment it. It's gone for the coat. What is your ability? Okay. A little bit of respect for the ice beam freeze, which it shouldn't use before it's out of surfs anyway. It should be random between Ice Beam and Giga Drain. Giga Drain does not have AI apart from the super effective check. Yeah. I am now fine with being frozen. Ooh, the crit. So yeah, if I'd been able to growl this, it would be, well, it's not scary, but it would be a lot simpler to do the full setup. I would have wasted fewer PP. Explode free. Coming out with the Ice Beam. It is a quick claw last, but I do one-shot Donphan. I know what you mean. Davin is any set. Davin used to be Devin. That is small lore. The most annoying would be 1 by far, because I'd probably have to use Whirlwind after being Thunderwaved. Okay, that's fine. It's always going to Thunder. I am very surprised that... I guess that makes... no, that does make sense, actually. I'm going to have to soft build an alternating turns then. I do get time to go back on the rain. I think I do want the Lumberry enough to not switch into Thunder. There's a lot of Surf spam. It should be random between Surf and Thunder. Paralysis is fine at this point. It's not going to matter. It's got, what, 2 left? None left. No, what was I thinking of the II? I was being stupid. The because it was at -6, Rain Dance Surf was outscoring Earthquake. It wasn't actually out of time. Got to be a tiny bit careful here. It is Quick Claw. Quick Claw Struggle Crit is a real thing. I kind of want to wait for a struggle to crit, but at the same time, it's always possible for it to crit the next turn as well with Quick Claw. And now Latios, we are a little bit scared of Bright Powder. It can't be Latios 2, because item clause on Gyarados. And no focus band from Latios 3 either. Oh, we just murder it, okay. So yeah, Tyranitar is common with a capital C at open level. T-Bolt. I'm a little bit worried about Gardevoir 6 burning Blissey. It is fine. I mean, Gardevoir 6, Latias clowns on it. I just gotta be careful of the debond. Surely it's 4. No wisps at all. Surely it's 4. Nice drop. That's really annoying, actually. Because it's almost out of psychics. He's got 1 left. I'm actually just going to stay in. Worst case scenario, bail out to... Yeah, it's set for. Ice Punch crit doesn't kill Latias. I'm going to have to go Latias. Most likely. It really only needs 2 crits in reasonably quick succession with a paralysis mixed in. That does extend a bit as well. It's complicated. If I'm going to go Latias, I might as well go now. The PP stall doesn't matter at all, really. Yeah, the Spadef drop really kind of sucks. The fact that Blissey is a little bit vulnerable to these kind of special attackers is another reason to go Latias over Salamence. Getting quite a lot of ice punches in. Was that the final ice punch? Oh, I shouldn't be rushing the counting. Okay, that was the last one. That was definitely the last one. It's time to switch into Thunderbolt Paralysis and lose the Lum. It's got Bright Powder, which is a good thing. Means that there's no Bright Powder in the back. I feel like if I get the overlay, if I get the screen reader to do PP counting, I feel like that might be slightly cheaty. I feel like the fact that I could mess up counting myself is a real skill and a real actual part of using the team properly. It's just my opinion, though. Oh, it's Ready Seal 6, which is only annoying, really. I'm just wondering if Aerial Ace 2-shots my sub or not. Oh, it is stuck on Psych Up because it's Gen 3 AI, not Gen 4. It's fine. The scary Registeel is 4 or 5. A Battle Girl. Elena. Any set, yep. Fire and fighting. There are some funny quotes, yeah. It's an Overheater. What is a tiny bit awkward about this is the fact that a double-edged crit would do so much damage to Houndoom here. And I don't want to switch back to Skarm because it could just overheat again if it is set 4. That doesn't guarantee that it's not 4. Because set 3 could overheat over double edge as well. What do I want to do with this turn? It's probably just safe as a softball. I do kind of have time to growl. Yeah. Yeah, that is the best quote, I think. Okay. Okay, it is set 3, and I have growled it twice. I could just go Latias. Latias would survive a crit Shadow Ball at max HP. Could also go Skarm. The problem with going Skarm is that overheat crit would be the end of Skarm. I probably do need to wait for it to overheat. Yeah. I probably do have time for that. I'm just a bit worried about the recoil it's taking if it crits. -2 and then -3. Does that break the sub? I don't think a -3 and -4 would. The fact that Substitute is blocking the amount of recoil it can take at a max take is quite useful. Right. It's guaranteed a Shadow Ball here. Now, double-edged crit wouldn't kill Latias, it just would be a lot of recoil. I could lose Lum doing this, but it is a battle girl. There are no static Pokemon in the back. I don't think Sludge, Double-Edge, Sludge would kill, but the sub, but Double-Edge Sludge probably always does. Of course, it can also crit. Yeah, I wonder if I could have gone Latias earlier. I do want max HP because of Machamp. Flareon actually also a little bit annoying potentially. Okay, no Quick Claw. I like a trait that's refreshing. This must be an Aroma Lady. Abby. The only other one I know is Gretel. It's any set. So Psychic and Grass. Yes, just Psychic and Grass. We have a Suction Cuppa. Am I wanting to torment all of them, surely? I could probably just go straight to Latias. The only reason I wouldn't want to do that is Confuse Ray. Ancient Power. Yeah, he took it. 2 more attacks than you would want, P-Park. Do you dislike a battle girl? I'm pretty sure I 4-shot, even when we're both at +6. Yeah. I might play a Dusclops level 50 team. The problem is it's so slow. It's also really hard. Because the PP stalling is is complicated by the fact that Dusclops has pressure as well. Set for Jolteon. So T-Bolt is a roll. I am very favoured to live. What scares me about Jolteon 4 is just the fact that it sounds ridiculous, but it can hacks its way through Blissey. I mean, it sounds less ridiculous when the King's Rock plus the paralysis chance is somewhat real. The thing on my side is just the fact that Thunderbolt only has 15 PP max. I give up the chest though if I go Scarm. I'm also a tiny bit worried about the Shadow Ball King's Rock flinch crit into Latias. I'm gonna have to fully saw this actually. I can't risk that. Because Jolteon is faster than Latias, I also have to PP stall all of the T-Waves. There it is. Lantern 4 is fine. I do win this. It's just slow. Okay, it's not slow. Okay, it is slow. Yeah. I will eventually crit again. Oh, I could wait it out a little bit. The fact that it's the last Pokemon and I've got Seismic Toss makes me want to attack, though. It's got one more soft-boiled. Actually, don't kill it. It's out of soft-boiled. It's also out of Ice Beam. The counter. The focus band made me laugh. I was a little bit unlucky to not crit again. But I have max BP on the Savior. I've had max BP for years. On Gen 3 and Gen 4. I'm so concerned about explosion. I think I'm just gonna lead out with. But I rather I think I'm just gonna whirlwind. There's no reason to torment. I lose my turn if it explodes anyway with Quick Claw. Okay, that is a good outcome for Golem 4 not to explode. I am faster, which makes this quite easy. It is soundproof, but that's fine. Just gonna mash through this. I don't believe in Mime killing Blissey. It's not gonna happen. Fire Punch waiting room. Just trying to think, is there ever going to be a situation where I would want more than 6 Growl PP? Smelling salts. It's definitely used. Is it 3 more? Is it out? Yep. My counting isn't that bad today, then. Yeah, let's rest. I do know that there's a Quick Claw Golem. Of course, Mine 4 is Bright Powder, so it's pretty unlikely that Latias would fail this sweep. Could happen, though. No Focus Band. I need more Grass-type Pokemon. That's an interesting... It is Scizor 4, because it's a camper. This is a weird one, though. Like, I feel like I should be able to, I should be able to, like, outplay it, but I'm just worried about Baton Pass into something unsure, and the fact that I'm not guaranteed to hit Whirlwind because of Bright Powder, I just want to get it out right now, I think. I don't... This is the problem with Whirlwinding. I don't want Scizor to come back up, so I don't really want to use Whirlwind again. But I'm very concerned about the explosion. In fact, Muck is guaranteed to explode, isn't it? Because Giga Drain is got a -3 from the not very effective, so it's going to brick break and then explode, or it's just going to explode. So I actually always Torment Protect. Okay, that's a little bit unlucky. Yeah, this could be bad. Oh, Aero 4. That is a rough. That is a rough thing to be in the back. It's hard because I do want Skarmory for Scizor slightly. It's quite likely I might have to just kill Aero directly with Blissey. God, King's Rock is going to be a bit of a nightmare. I'm strongly considering just going Latias and just Dragon Clawing. I'm just gonna go Latias. Okay, but do I actually need Blissey? Do I need Blissey? I don't need Blissey in this fight, really. A bit awkward. I kind of want to go Skarm. Just doesn't work. Just doesn't work out. I think maybe I should even go Latias here. The bright part of this. That was a scary team. The fact that I was forced to whirlwind something out, and then there was an explosion, and then mixed Aerodactyl came in specifically. That is a scary combination. Luckily, Latias is so broken. That would be another game where Celements would have struggled there. Like, yeah, I get the free intimidate on Aero, but it's uncomfortable. I do go back Skarm. Aeros, actually, it would have been fine. It would have been fine. It just was slightly more complicated. If Celements gets burned on that first switch, yeah. But the fact is, the worst case scenario, I can still use Rest on Celements. I mean, it could have been even worse. If Scizor had been a deadlier Pokemon, it could have been much worse. Instant defrost. Okay. It is a roll. It is a roll. Okay, good. This has bright powder, but the fact it does no damage back to me at plus 60 special defense is what doesn't make it very scary. Want to see a scary Pokemon? Not really. At least it's female Gengar. Skarmory really needs to be male, actually. Being all female is not a good idea. Jolteon and Espeon, both common attractors, both 7-to-1 male to female ratio. I missed what the last... I missed what the text was in that. It's completely out, yeah. You're more scary than my Pokemon. That's rude. Is this Gretel? No, it's Tess. Okay. Yeah, I think I have to Whirlwind Kingdra 4. You need more Quicklaw Boom. No. I want to be a little bit careful of Crunch. Double Quicklaw is illegal. I was dreaming. We'll know that when the Battle Tower is really cheating because it will bring out a team of 3 Quicklaw Pokemon. Oh, I'm a little bit uncomfortable with this. The only reason this isn't too scary is the fact that Latias is faster than Sceptile. It's the fact I can't go back to Skarm because of Thunder Punch being random. I'm a bit worried about the special defense drops. Honestly, though, it would need to like put me to -3 for it to be a real problem. the Battle Factory. I feel like Thornton does cheat. He uses a team of elevations in round 3. You can't do that. Even if you max swap, you only get 2. His team is literally better than yours. Oh, I've lost count of Dragon Claw. I'm not sure if that was 7 or 8. Because it did 7 cycles, right? I can actually work it out from my PP. So I need to worry. I need to worry. Surely it's just crunch. 2 crunch. Is Sabino Noland? Noland is significantly more fair. I wonder why they decided to make the factory head harder. Like, people weren't finding Gen 3 factory too easy. Add Kingdra back. I brag about my happiness. Oh, it is Valentine's Day. That does make sense. Peter. Any set. Don't like Golduck. The reason we don't like Golduck is the fact that Cross Chop is high crit. Surf. I'm gonna have to Torment. Ooh, that's a big one. I'm worried about it being. I can go Latias now if it is 2, but I'm worried about it being 4. It's not using Ice Beam on the cross chop turns. Okay, it's 2. It should be using Psych up here, right? Oh, hold on. Paladin Intricacies. I feel like the Palace might be one of the... I feel like Palace might be one of the facilities where Casuals actually got the gold, because you can just sort of headbutt the Palace. Palace is bad for the player, but it's also bad for the enemy. The enemy spends quite a lot of time trolling as well. But maybe not. The real nightmare of Gen 3 is, in my opinion, Arena for casuals. Please, Scarm. Thank you. I think this is fine. Because I'm going to get so many free turns on the swaggers. Okay. Wolverine 4 is actually incredibly scary. So is Wolverine 2. You're a lightning rod to my power. Quag 4. Should always be amnesia. So I get off the chest though, then I don't have to go back to Scarm to heal it then. And Bissy can come in on Surf. I don't think EQ crit will do more than 450. It hasn't got enough earthquakes left to be a problem now. It's out. It must be out. Yes, that was very lucky on the ice beams. It's out. Nice crit. Nice crit. We are averaging under half an hour for a set of 7. That is really good. Is Jasper set free? No. No, it's a triathlete that are set free. Loreen, yeah. I can actually just go straight to Latias, right? The worst thing that could happen is Flash. Maybe I want to run this out of its PP. I'm just thinking about this because I do not one-shot it at +6. So I'd have to hit. It's not just hitting like a back-to-back. No, I've got to set up again. Actually, this thing's annoying. Can attempt it now at least. It's not going to resub. I might have to whirlwind this. I don't want to lose too much Dragonclaw PP. Wailord 4. Egg 1 or 4. I'm a super Pokemon hero. Okay. Ronaldo. Must be any set. Hypnosis. Oh, it's Hypno 1. I thought it was 2. Okay. Hypno 1 with its Twisted Spoon with no psychic attacks. Hypno 1 deserves a nickname. You see, I could get burned. That's the only reason why I wouldn't just want to mind-numbingly spam Growl. There's a B-Park goat. Tyson set. Oh, that's good. There's quite a lot of Pokemon with all the punches. Game Freak went kind of ham on the learnable TMs being on every Pokemon, which is quite cool. I mean, the Frontier would be incredibly boring if it was just level up moves. What is my first non-sleep status gonna be? Freeze. That's not gonna last long with Fire Punch. I think it's got 4 left. 3, 2, 1, 0. I don't want to lose Lum. I think it's got 1 Hypnosis left. Yeah. I've never even played this game. I do want to play the earlier Personas, though. I did enjoy 5 a lot. Ooh, Artie. Didn't get a bright powder. Didn't get a focus band. I mean, it doesn't have to be like Persona 5 for me to have fun. Mallory, so it's Rapidash 4. Another risk in terms of it dying to its own recoil too quickly. It is a little bit tempting to just go Latias. The problem is that Double Edge easily breaks the sub. Maybe I could Growl. After Growl, it won't break the sub with Double Edge. Yeah. Unfortunately, the AI does think that Double Kick is weaker because it's a 2-hit move. And the recoil is going to discourage overheats. It is pretty likely to kill itself, basically. The ambitious move here is to Growl. It's ambitious because I am slightly risking a double-edged crit, killing Blissey. I think I'm just gonna let it die. And I can't really substitute because of the crit. Crit would deny me. It's slightly different now. I can. So there's the white herb. Maybe I can get a few growls in. It's gonna die too fast. Actually, it is gonna die too fast. Easy so. Like the sub does survive. I wonder if I actually size soft boiled substitute seismic. At least then I'm killing it on my terms. It's actually probably dead this turn, isn't it? Ooh, just about lived. I could substitute again to guarantee I've got a substitute up for the next Pokemon. Yeah, substitute to cover the crit, I think. Altaria in second. I'm a little bit nervous of Dragon Dance. Oh no. No, it's a set 4 trainer. It's Altaria 4. I think I Growl 3 times, which forces Dragon Claw to be the strongest move. Once it's out of Dragon Claw, I can probably go Latias early. I mean, I would be a bit upset if it did Ice Beam into consuming the Lumberry on Latias, I guess. Probably do have to stall it out. Crit Earthquake won't do more than half to me. Yeah, please keep using Ice Beam. Go on. This is very good luck. Okay. That slightly ruined it, that chain of earthquakes. I'm pretty sure it's got one ice beam left. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go now then. Last Pokemon Umbreon not as scary as in Umbreon in the middle. Set 3 Triathlete? No, it's a swimmer. Eric is set 4, I think. He is. Yeah, Pedro and Eric are set 4. What's funny about the swimmers is that they consider Porygon 2 to be a water type. It's considered like a duck. Blissey 4. What do I... obviously, I can very easily set up on this. I'm just wondering, what do I want? How do I want to do it? Do I fully stall this out? Probably not. I probably want to get it out of Ice Beams and actually Seismic it down. The problem is it's not gonna soft boiled. I'm actually just gonna Torment then to make that easier. If I get frozen, I get frozen. I'm gonna have to fix that, but it's fine. Got to respect the fact that this could be Serene Grace. It is a little bit more likely to be Serene Grace since Skarm got frozen. Which one are you talking about? Frillis? Which match? You're talking about the earlier Blissey 4. I do eventually beat Blissey 4 because it doesn't have leftovers. Yeah, I'm not so worried about Blissey. It's more the it's more like Suicune and Espeon. And also Latias and Latios 5. Yeah, Blissey 4 is only annoying. I mean, Blissey 4 could potentially cause a loss if I was very impatient. And I wasted a load of Dragon Claw PP on it before the match was over. Let's think about this. I do need to defrost Skarm. That's the first thing that needs to happen. And now I can go Latias. You know what? I'm actually gonna Seismic it. There aren't many Pokemon where my exact PP on Dragon Claw matters, but there are a few. And they would all be a concern if they came out second rather than third. Okay. Swimmer with 2 normal type Pokemon. So legendary trainer, any set. Okay. Also a little bit nervous about Zapdos on Blissey. Thunder. I'm pretty sure both 2 and 6 would see a guaranteed kill on Skarm. Maybe 2 doesn't. Bit wide about Double Edge. So let's see the let's look up the AI behaviors. So Zapdos 2 will always Rain Dance as a +1. If the most powerful move is Double Edge for Zapdos 6, that is annoying. Because Drill Peck and Double Edge are competing for highest power. Okay. If it is 6, I want to growl. Saturday. Probably either 2 or 6 could have dealt that much damage, is my feeling. Gonna soft boiled. So Thunder is still in competition for strongest move. Next turn it will be guaranteed Thunder as long as I hit Growl. I mean, no. Set 2 would have double teamed by now. Absolutely. I mean, it's a tiny chance it didn't. It's set 6. It is set 6. It is 6. That's a huge Thunder crit. Ooh, that is a bit brutal. Oh, I've got triple paralysis. This is why I always say Blissey is not completely safe. The silver lining here is the fact that Latias does clown on Zapdos quite hard. It's going to be doing a random move. I'm definitely saving Blissey. This feels like it happens more than it should. I mean, I remember it a lot in Gen 4 as well in Castle. Like, Blissey failing the stall out against a special attacker when it doesn't have double team, it is quite common. I don't think I can get Blissey healed easily. This could be really bad if Registeer's in the back. Ooh. Very concerned about Bright Powder. So it's not set 5 because that's Lum, and Zapdos was Lum. Pretty sure that's a camper, which would be set 4. It's a ranger instead, I was wrong. But Tyler is also set 4. Okay. $21 IV. No. It's not $21 IV. I'll open with protect. So it's actually guaranteed to explode here. It can't brick break because of torment. Sludge bomb is immune. And Giga Drain is a suck move against a resist opponent. It's going to explode. This is another Pokemon where Blissey doesn't really answer it very well. Latias does clown on Ninetales. I think if Blissey gets burned and confused, I can definitely go Latias then. It's not ideal because it can actually confuse Ray. Okay, now it can't. Now it can't. It has to attack. I can't believe what chat is saying. Very purposely not going to read chat. Bum, 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 bum. The Shaka. The Shuckle 4 Dream? Rena. Set ones. Okay. It's Haley! Good final game. It's still guaranteed to hail or protect. Still hasn't done the double on the protect. Still hasn't done it. That is relatively unlikely. Protect? Protect? It now will not protect again until it's exhausted with ice beams. Bum, bum, bum. What is that? No, what? Oh, it's an exhausted Guma. Okay. Let's give Glalie the chance to get the special defense drop. Oh, I didn't count the protects. I just realised. I think it's got 3 left. Glalie's doing it. That is my favourite emote. I love the I love the cat. It's so funny. It is a set 1 trainer. It is a set 1 trainer. Steelix 1. That is the risk of Steelix 1. I do have to completely set up again, right? While I'm here, I might as well growl. It should Rock Tomb over Earthquake fairly often, because I'm faster. It's not doing it. That's strange. There it is. It should still like Rock Tomb. At least I'm still faster than it at -2. It is technically optimal not to use Scarm and keep its chest there intact. That's full health, but it's really boring. So it's refusing to use Rock Tomb because I'm slower than it. So it will only use Dragon Breath. What sucks about this is that it's still got all of its raw PP left. Let's think about this. I'm always taking damage on Scarm, even if I get roared, so... it could crit struggle. I could still be denying the sweep. I think that was the final Rock Tomb. So yeah, don't go Blissey in case struggle crits like that. I'm not going to have a lot of setup time after all of this. I want to rest on 5 raw PP left, right? It's got 7 now. could do it on 6 as well. Like the exact HP number doesn't matter too much. Oh, it's out. Did Willow stream? I'm not sure. All of this, and then the final Pokemon's going to be some sludge that I didn't need to set up for. Golem 1. I can't believe it. We've done 28 battles in under 2 hours. That's actually like kind of fast. Yeah, it's PF. Oh, yeah, that wasn't too fun. You know what? It's more fun than Gen 4, so I won't say anything. Should we rate Appy? I know Appy started streaming quite a while ago. I'm not sure if he's about to stop. I'm going to quickly check if there's anyone playing Gen 4. There isn't. We're going to raid Appy then. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good Valentine's Day. Wait, I need to try and spell Appy correctly because there's all these underscores. Yeah, see you later, guys. Washing your face. You're now raiding, it's fine. Deal with it.